As we're getting to the end of our growing year, I'm starting to now think about grow alongs for next year. And I really wanted to get you guys involved and find out what you'd be interested in. One of the main things I do need to say is that one grow along, which has surprisingly been asked for on the questions of the Facebook group, has actually been kiwi. So I am allergic to kiwi, so sadly this is something that I won't ever be doing a grow along of. So for now, we're not going to be looking at the sort of weird and wonderful, we're just going to be looking at the more staples within our gardens and in our kitchens to make sure that as many people as possible can join in and grow along. I have got a few ideas of ones that I do think would be a really good grow alongs to do. So the first ones I'm thinking would be chilies. Now this is something that ideally we would have grow lights for, and heat mats, or an area where we can pop them on a radiator or something like that. So it is something that maybe not all people will be able to actually join in with, but you would be able to buy plants later on quite easily from most garden centres if you didn't want to start them from seed. And this would start around sort of February time. The other ones I'm thinking of is cucumbers, peas, leeks, and then either some winter broad beans or maybe some winter spinach. And then for fruit, I'm thinking of raspberries, and for flowers, at the moment, I'm just thinking about some dwarf marigolds or French marigolds, and not giving myself too many commitments to these grow alongs initially. We did quite a few grow alongs this year, and I don't want to end up not being able to put out a decent amount of videos at the right time and burn myself out. It might be that we add another grow along later on in the year if I am managing, but I definitely don't want to let you guys down. The easiest place really to get involved in this conversation would be on the Facebook group. So if you'd like to join in, then please join that, but also message me on any of the different platforms, or direct message me, and I'll add all the information together and we'll work out what's going to be the best grow alongs to do. One of the things that I am already thinking of doing differently next year is actually making sure that I share with you what varieties of each of the vegetables and fruits and flowers that I'll be growing. It doesn't mean that you need to grow those particular varieties, but I do think it'll be helpful information just so anybody who does want to grow those varieties, and it will help with timings and things like that. When it comes to next year's grow alongs as well, if there are any varieties that maybe you've got a lot of seeds of from certain magazines and things like that, then please do let me know. It's been quite a few years since I've bought any of those magazines, so I don't know what particular varieties will be being given in them at the moment. So if, say, you've got lots of cayenne chilies, I remember they used to often give them out pretty much every year, then it could be that we definitely make sure that one of the varieties that we grow is cayenne, so you guys don't need to go out and buy seeds that you wouldn't need to otherwise. This will obviously depend on whether or not I'm able to grow that variety myself and if it's suitable for my needs, but we can definitely try and make sure that we don't waste the seeds if you guys have got loads. And then I'd really welcome any feedback that you've got about what I've been doing and how I may do things differently in order to help you with your gardening more, or just things that you'd like to see. So please don't be afraid to give me the feedback. I can only improve on what I'm doing if I do receive that.